Hello, the one and only Xylophone here with another ARK Survival Evolved Dossier, and today we're going to be going over the Athropluera again. Except for this time, we have the official Dossier. Now, if you saw the comments on my last video of this, well, I kinda released this on the day they released the official one, so that was just a little bit annoying and my wisdom teeth are just out, but I'm feeling generally okay now, so I think we're ready to go straight into this guy, get some information on him. Now, right away I must say that the two are very, very different between the unofficial one and the official one. First of all, they're spelled differently. Now, through my research, I found that the unofficial one was actually spelled correctly, and this one is spelled differently. However, considering it's ARK, they, change up things and titles and names all the time, so I'm sure it was intentional. Now, as opposed to the unofficial Dossier, this one is not a herbivore, but it is a carrion feeder, very similar to the scorpion. So it's going to enjoy to eat dead things, eat rotten flesh, but if it has to, it will hunt and it will be aggressive. Now, of course, this is a giant centipede. It will eat your face off, and it will spit toxic blood at you. Now, that's a very interesting thing because it does have a ranged weapon, and it has a very interesting setup with it, but we're going to get right into the dossier and see some more information about this. On the left it says, "The fact that this creature even exists is enough to give me nightmares. Like the island's other arthropods, Athropluera falsanguis has become much larger than I would have believed possible. It's a very aggressive hunter, but it prefers to eat meat after it is rotten for some time. It will voraciously seek out such delicacies. Athropluera's blood is a very low pH to the point where it can dissolve many materials. This acidic blood splashes back on anything that directly attacks it, weakening the durability of melee weapons and hurting attackers. Many creatures thusly refuse to prey on the Athropluera, fearing this unique defense. If that wasn't enough, Athropluera also keeps a small reservoir of blood ready to spit at its prey." Okay, so this thing is a very interesting combination. If you want to imagine it maybe part dilo, part scorpion, part giant centipede. So it does have a ranged attack. It spits that at you. It'll do damage and dissolve armor and weapons. While you're attacking it, of course, you're going to break in and hit its blood. So that'll dissolve your armor and weapons. So this is maybe not something you generally want to hit with your pike. It could definitely wear down your armor and be a big waste of money to go after him. Now, you could go after him with your dinosaurs to hunt him if you do decide to do so, or of course shoot him with a gun or arrows, and that would probably be one of the more efficient ways to fight him, but he can always still spit that blood on you, and it'll make your stuff degrade, it'll do damage, and it'll probably be pretty gross entirely. Now, this is definitely a cool feature to have to the game. They do have ranged attackers, but this one is specifically for damage purposes rather than throwing poop or spitting to blind enemies. This one will damage and lower durability, so I think it's pretty cool. And this guy, of course, will be tameable. When domesticated, like most of the arthropods on the island, Athropluera is a simple-minded and relatively easy to tame. It is almost entirely military mount, useful for most attacking at the distance. Thanks to its unique defenses, whether hunting or warring, Athropluera is generally safe from all but the largest of creatures. Well, there you have it. Have a couple of these guys in your army of dinosaurs and they'll be your ranged attackers. Stand them next to a couple dilos, people won't know what's hitting them, and their armor will just be like ticking down. It'll be really annoying in general. Now, will you be able to ride this guy? Possibly. It says that the saddle has some question marks. I'm not entirely sure how a saddle would work on these guys, but it could be done. Now, whether these guys are going to just be something you tame and have follow you, or you ride them, we'll find out when the game comes out. I think they're going to be rideable, and I kind of hope they'll be rideable, just because, well, these guys look scary, and I want to be able to control them and freak people out. That's pretty much what it is. But what do you guys think of this guy? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you thought of this one compared to the one in the unofficial dossier. Once again, we did have the two come out so close to each other, so it was a very interesting thing to do. But we're going to get right back in the swing of things now, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, and I will see you next time.